We were always a very proud military family. Grandpa Gomez, born in 1921. He was in the U.S. Navy, World War II, ended up deploying to the Pacific. He never wanted to go into the Navy. It was obviously a very tumultuous time in the world. Wars breaking out everywhere, but was always very proud of his service after the fact. My dad, Carlos Gomez, he joined the Navy in 1968, active duty for 4 years, and then he got out in 1972, took a break in service for a while, and then eventually joined the Army, and he was in Army Reserves with the 12 Special Forces Group, so he ended up doing 20 years total. And then I joined as well, so it wasn't really ever pushed, something I kind of wanted to do because of my dad. I served in the Wisconsin Army National Guard, a staff sergeant. My job was a launcher chief in the HIMARS. July 5th, 2011, went to Fort Sill, Oklahoma, started basic training there, advanced individual training, came back. They were like, hey, if you don't think you're gonna deploy, like each one of you, you're gonna deploy. And sure enough, I got a call. I was working in downtown Milwaukee at JP Morgan. I was scared, excited. It's like being in a sport. You're training, and then the deployment comes and you're like, cool, I finally get to do what I've been training to do. You're proud that you get to go and try to be the best at it. So my wife became pregnant right before the deployment, kind of stressful, but fortunately made it back in time for him when he was born. You just never know, like, what could happen. There's death. There's no other way around it. Knowing that that's something that could happen to you, what you have to do, your job, and be totally locked in, no distractions. I mean, at the end of the day, you just want to come home. So that one ended, and I was like, okay, I made it through, and lo and behold, 2017, getting our phone call, all the same stuff. I didn't really know how I was gonna tell her. My wife comes home, and I was like, hey, sit down. I gotta go do this job. It's just doing something that's bigger than you. I put everything in a box, and you have to put it in a box. Control what you can control. You have a job to do. You're responsible for people. You just have to take everything that you're feeling about your family and just put it in that box for a while. And nobody really ever talks about their box. After it's done and you come back, that's when some of like maybe that reflection comes in on that. But there is a sense of pride. It's just great to see how the community is getting involved, to recognize what the War Memorial is. It's important for the generations coming up to understand the sacrifices that have been made. It's weird coming back. It's stressful. You're feeling a lot of things. You're feeling relief. You're excited to see your family. But at the same time, like, you don't want to see people. Like, even now, it's like you don't even want to open up. You don't want the questions. It kind of goes back to that box. You just kind of want to put it. And then you have to figure out how to reintegrate yourself into normal. And what is normal? If you're married and you have kids, they're used to doing things a certain way now. Where do you fit in? Work. So you're not going to pick right back up. It takes time. And you also feel like the air never smelled so good. You know, the beer was never so cold. Everything is a little bit better. And this stuff goes on every day. Like, most citizens just don't realize like how lucky we are. You win the lottery by being born in this country. Because when you're over there, it's like it doesn't seem real. It just makes you really grateful for all the stuff we have here. I hope people, when they see this, get a grasp of maybe how much of a sacrifice it really is. It's tough on everybody. In many ways, even more tough on the spouses, whether it's the wife or husband that's behind, and the children. All the attention gets put on us, but I think it's 30 or 40 times harder for them. It used to be two, now there's one person doing everything, managing schedules, managing work, having to be strong for themselves and the kids as well, and not knowing what's going on with your spouse. I couldn't imagine being on the other side of it. My wife was amazing through both deployments, and I felt really bad for her because her dad had just passed away of cancer. And then I had to share with her that I was going to be leaving right after. I don't know how she did it. It just takes a toll on the whole family. But that aside, the experience is great, and you learn a lot about yourself and the world, people, and I wouldn't trade any of those experiences for anything.